Holy moly, moly, moly.
Hey guys, it's your girl Lucinda and I'm back with another quick and healthy recipe. This recipe is a little bit longer than our normal recipes, but it's still going to be quick because you know how we do. We condense everything. Today we're going to be doing a black bean soup. This is a great soup, especially on a day like today where it's rainy and it's a little chilly. It's nice and hearty and it gives you all the feels and you don't feel so guilty about it. Our ingredients for this soup is pretty simple. This recipe that I'm making today on this video is going to be half of what we usually do. In my description, I'm going to give you the full recipe, which serves for 4. Today's recipe is for 2. So we're going to have 1 can of black beans, low sodium. We have 3/4 cup of vegetable stock. I have some limes. That's for later. That's a cute little something I got there for you. We have our spices, which I have here is some chili powder, we have cumin, and we have some kosher salt. I have 1/4 of a medium onion and 1 clove of garlic. So let me get started. We're gonna start by taking our onion and we're gonna put it in our pot with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and we're gonna saute it. You wanna make sure you saute it till it's about as translucent. I would say about 5 minutes. Okay, once we have our onions translucent enough, this is good for me. We're gonna add our garlic and all the rest of our ingredients. I use a mortal and pestle. That's the official name for it, but in the Latino culture, we call it a pilon. So I took my garlic clove and I minced it with my pilon. So now I'm going to add that, to my onions. Mine is old, as you can see, the color is fading. I've had this since, oh my goodness, I think when I got married. That's how old it is. Don't ask how long I've been married. Long. Okay, smells great. Then we're gonna add our seasonings. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. I like to add my seasonings with my vegetables to saute and to give the vegetables some extra flavor. Now I'm going to add my beans with the liquid. Do not drain it. Liquid is included.
Got some kick.
Hey, look at that. It's looking good already. Mix everything around, get a nice stir of it, and then we will add our vegetable stock. That's all there really is to it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. Once it's done, we'll move on to our next step. Okay? Be right back. Okay, now we're back. This has been simmering for about 30 minutes and it is ready to go. What we're going to do now is, if you have an immersion blender like I have right here, or even your regular standard blender, that's fine. We are going to blend, puree all this goodness, okay? I like to leave a little chunk so I don't leave it in for too long, but you know, you want a nice creamy soup, okay? So let's do it. All right. This looks just the way I want it to. Don't mind the bubbles. The bubbles will come out. Don't get nervous. It's completely fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to plate her. If I could take this off. Listen, Rachel Ray goes through all this stuff, right? I can too. Oh, I just want to kind of make a little note. Earlier, when I had showed you the mortar and pestle, I said that was the proper way of saying it. No, that's just the, I guess, the English way of saying it. In Spanish, we call it a pilon. In English, translated, it's a mortar and pestle. So it's not about, like I said, the proper way of saying it. Pay me no mind. But the only way that these videos are going to be truly authentic is if I make mistakes and I correct myself, right?
Kick.
Okay. So now, here we have our soup. It's been pureed. I like to take a lime, and this is something that I learned from my dad, God rest his soul. Take a half of a lime, and I put the juice right into my black bean soup. Trust me, it gives it a flavor that I can't even imagine. And if anybody, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like your chicken noodle soup, do you ever take a lime or a lemon wedge and just put a little bit in your chicken noodle soup? It's almost the same thing. Ready to be plated. Bowl here. So as I said, this recipe is good for two. It's high in fiber because, again, beans are a legume, and legumes are packed with fiber and protein. So yeah, of course. The amount of calories in this girl, in this serving here, which is about, I just did about 2 cups in this one here. The amount of calories is about 198, let's say between 198 and 210. I'm gonna garnish it with a little cilantro. I have some cut up avocado here because you gotta put avocado in your black bean soup, okay? And I'm gonna take an extra lime wedge and put that right in there. And there we have my black bean soup. Give it a try, guys. I'm gonna have the full recipe in my descriptions. Please comment and tell me what you think of it. Again, these are quick and healthy recipes. This is something, this particular recipe, especially as I said before, on a cold, rainy day, will give you all the feels and you won't feel guilty. Have it with a salad, have it with a small sandwich, and you have a complete meal. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.